Rhonda ain't ready today, guys.
I am.
Okay, early though.
Yeah. All right. She is.
Shut up.
She texted me today, but Mauricio said I'm gonna be early today. I'm gonna be early.
I'm start being on time, man. I'm start being on
Yeah.
time.
Rhonda said she gonna be early today.
Mm.
All right, Mauricio, give me a testing real fast.
Testing.
Okay, Rhonda, give me a testing real fast.
Testing.
Okay. Y'all hearing any echoes? Anybody hearing any
Mm.
echoes?
No.
No,
You good, Mauricio? Any echoes on your end?
no echoes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Everybody got any drink?
Hey, we about to find out.
Guys, we about to get into this thing. All right. Mauricio is on location. I like it.
Undisclosed location.
Undisclosed location.
All right,
Absolutely.
guys. We're about to get
Absolutely.
started. Y'all know the topic tonight. Uh topic tonight is the Cardi B situation, man, with Stefon Diggs. But we gonna use that to talk about what women should look for. The top 5 traits. I got 5 traits that we're gonna talk about on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And y'all know I'm gonna turn Rhonda and Mauricio over to y'all on TikTok for the after party. Mauricio on location, guys, so he a little bit dog right there. Thank God he light skinned, so because we can still see it. Okay, there goes some light right there. Whatever happened, he got some light. All right, guys, we live. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, I got you right here. TikTok, y'all right here. And y'all know we coming to y'all after the actual podcast is over. So y'all stick with us. Make sure y'all like, share, run it up. Guys. We going to get these likes up tonight. Run it up. Y'all don't want to miss this topic tonight. We're about to get into this thing right now. All right, T. Everybody ready to go? Ronnie, you good?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
All right, Mauricio, good?
Let's do it.
All right. Get my media board. Okay. Love should feel safe, not confusing. Welcome back to the Smoke Something, Drink Something Relationship Podcast. Tonight, we are unpacking Cardi B, Offset, and Stefon Diggs, but not just for the gossip, but for lessons that every woman can use on how to find out if the man they're interested in is a catch. Y'all know it's the series of the Man is the Catch series. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me on it. If you've ever wondered how do I know if a man is truly a catch, tonight I'm breaking it down with 5 clear signs that you need to look for before you commit. Let's get into this thing right now.
Drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow. Current events, we let them flow.
What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you. Y'all know what it is, man. Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. I'm the real Cigar Jeff. Do me a favor, man. Look below in the description. Support the channel. Get the merch. Most importantly, go ahead and cop a copy of my book, Ashes Between Us. If y'all want to know what's really going on in the cigar lounge, man, cop that book. It's available on the Amazon Kindle. We're going to jump right into this thing. Let me introduce my esteemed panel. Man, he is on site. Look like he in our normal smoking spot. I'm going to let him introduce himself and tell y'all what he's sipping on and what he's smoking on tonight.
What's up, guys? It's Fabricio, the AI operator. I'm here. I want to say this is my second home habitat. Usually I'm at home. I'm at the cigar lounge. You can catch me here. You're in Tampa, coming to check out CI. It's wonderful. Tonight, I got La Herencia Cubana.
Nice.
You know, I'm half Cuban, so I gotta represent. And then I got my Michelob Ultra as always, and I'm looking forward to tonight's episode. You can find me at Mauricio at the AI Operators. Whatever you need, feel free to debate me. I'll respond. Back to you,
Nice.
Jeff.
Nice. Appreciate you, Mauricio. Appreciate you. All right, man. Y'all know who I got next, bro. A1 from day one. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Tell y'all, we proud of her tonight. She showed up to the podcast early. I ain't never had Rhonda beat me on the doggone podcast, but she showed up early tonight. Got to let her introduce herself and tell y'all what she's sipping on. Mauricio, turn your volume up a little bit on TikTok. I just got told they can't hear you on TikTok. Go ahead, Rhonda.
Thanks, JB, for having me back. What's going on, Mauricio? Always good to see you. Tonight, man, look. So I got two drinks. Just been calling my name ever since last week when I was in the ABC store. I'm sorry, the liquor store. So I bought out this. I bought this Crown Royal chocolate tonight.
Okay.
But in case I don't like it, I only got a little bit in this glass. In case I don't like it, I got my trusty cookies and cream Baileys
Rhonda double fisting on the podcast.
in my hot chocolate. They told me it tasted like a Tootsie Roll, so I'm gonna taste it once you start talking, Jeff. So you'll see the reaction on my face, see what it's like. So,
Yeah,
and my trusty water. I got my water with me.
Gotta stay
So we'll
hydrated.
see. Yeah.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Remember, we are on TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And guys, I gotta tell you, y'all know I'm smoking my last Camacho Robusto broadleaf. Y'all can see it right there. And of course, I got my tequila and grapefruit club soda. Y'all see it right there. Got my trusty favorite, El Jimador. Go pick it up at your local liquor store. Guys, it ain't, it's one of them $20 tequilas, but it gets you right. It's one of them $20 tequilas, but it gets you right. And it's good for these hot Florida days, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Let's get into this thing, guys. So here's the story. Cardi B left Offset because of cheating. Now she's with Stefon Diggs. She's pregnant and just found out he has another baby on the way with somebody else. It's messy, but here's the deeper point. Sometimes we leave one situation only to walk right back into the same thing or worse with someone new. Why? Because we don't slow down long enough to look for clues of a man's real character. That's what tonight is about. Protecting your heart by knowing what to look for. Now, Rhonda, I'm gonna come to you first since you're the female.
Hold
All
on.
right, since you're the female, I'm the woman on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
When you got the topic, what was the first thing that came to mind?
Look, I had to choose my shirt today. You know, I love the woo, but I had to throw on ODB for us tonight. I don't know. Maybe because I've seen her interviews. I saw her interview with Gayle King the other day when she broke the news that she was actually pregnant by him. So I guess I had a lot of questions too, because it was like, I know, like her and Offset were together for, been together for so long. Like they got together at the peak, like at the beginning and the height of, like they both were doing their thing, but we saw how that, to be honest, I thought 7 years was long for them. But when they said that's how long it had been, but no, I think it's a lot we could break down in this particular one. So I had a lot of different thoughts. So I'll see as we go along how I'm gonna get them out. But yeah, I mean, I think when y'all talk about the women y'all want, Offset is your man. When y'all talk about the women y'all want,
just preach.
Offset is your man.
What these women want is Offset. What these women want is Offset. What these women want is Future. What these women want is they don't want Russell Wilson.
I don't mean that. He ready to live off of Cardi. He ready to live off of her. So that's what I mean.
Okay. Rhonda, you made a good point.
Yeah.
Mauricio, when you got the topic, what came to your mind?
I had to do a lot of research. To be honest, I didn't know anything. I heard Cardi B's music. I didn't know anything about her. I know Stefon Diggs only a little bit, so I really had to dive deep. And I was like, "Hold on, this is celebrity mess. I'm gonna give my takes today. We're gonna see where things fit."
Yeah.
Nice. See, and guys, let me tell y'all this, man. Rhonda just preached, and y'all got to know. Rhonda and Mauricio get the topic, but they don't know which direction I'm gonna go, so they all just freeballing it right now, right? And so the reason why I did this is because everybody's getting caught up on the gossip. But what women got to get better at what women got to get better at is they got to decide, do they want somebody who's a catch, or do they want somebody who's gonna get them headlines and social media clout?
I thought you
Because
were
that's
gonna say
really
something
what it
else.
comes down to. That's really what it comes down to. Because I can tell you like this: you want to have boring and consistent, or drama and clicks, right? Because that's really what it comes down to. You either got to choose a boring man, and I'm gonna get into my five. Right? The number one thing, and let me tell y'all this: there was a video out there years ago when Diggs was playing for Minnesota, and they asked every guy in the locker room, "Who would you not let date your sister?" And every one of the guys said Stefon Diggs. Now, Stefon Diggs, the boy is different, and his brother played for the Cowboys, and y'all know I'm a Cowboys fan, and he playing like crap this year too. If y'all watch my last sports recap, what I said on that video is the New England Patriots need to cut Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs is done playing football. Stefon Diggs and got into the business of multiplying, and
Making his
unfortunately
own football
multiplying with
team.
females. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
bro.
I said making his own football team.
Making his own football team, and we don't even know how many more out there. And guys, let me tell you something. We're not here to judge. We're not here to judge. But the one thing I'm going to say to y'all is this, man. Always look for the simple answers to the tough questions. And men are simple, but we making it tough. Men are simple. And I got these 5 things that I want to give y'all, because Cardi B, if she had done this, and Cardi B, let me tell y'all this. Cardi B is about that business, man. She out there making millions. She out there doing business. She taking care of these kids, still touring, still performing, still doing podcasts. I saw her on Joe and Jada the other day. Um, she's everywhere. She's everywhere. And then boom, I see that I saw an article that said that still may be Offset's kid based on Georgia law, even though it's Stefon Diggs' baby, because they still married and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of drama going on. But how do you leave one person that you claim was cheating to get with a guy who now is doing the same thing? And what did she say, guys, on social media the other night? Look, we gonna work it out. The other baby mama came out and she said, "Yeah, we just gonna work it out. We ain't gonna fight." So you weren't willing to do that with Offset, but you were willing to do it with Stefon Diggs, and then it got me thinking. Cardi B is not trying to be with Stefon Diggs; she's trying to hurt Offset. And fellas, the reason why I tell y'all the number one thing: if you got a girl because you were good and you had talent, if you stop doing that, Rhonda just said it. If y'all stop doing that, that woman gonna leave you, because Cardi B kept growing. When's the last time Offset had an album? Only thing we know
He
about
has,
Offset is he got a gambling problem. That's the only thing we know about Offset. So we're
and he
gonna
want
jump into
Cardi
this
to
thing.
take care of him.
They said I saw an article today that said he wants $20 million in his taxes paid, and he'll go away. And guys, I said, boy, the game done changed.
No, I heard
We
he
don't
was
know
waiting
what to
till
do
after
when it's a
she
guy
tours,
shaking a
then he
woman
could
down
get.
in a divorce.
I heard he was waiting till after she finished touring and make
Yeah,
all this
because
money
you gotta
because
get
he
more
could get
money.
half.
Yeah.
He'll make if
Oh
he
yeah.
hold out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So guys, and here's the deal: we know that most women want them thugs, but tonight we're gonna talk about the 5 characteristics. And I'm getting into number 1 right now. And y'all know ain't nothing scandalous gonna be in this thing. Ain't nothing scandalous gonna be on this thing. The first way to know a man is a good catch, guys, is simple but powerful. It's his teeth. Teeth tell you about consistency, discipline, and whether a man takes care of himself. If he invests in his health and his breath and his hygiene, that's a sign he can invest in the other areas of life too. Look at a man's teeth. If that man is in charge of anything, his teeth gotta be on point.
Mm-hmm.
Them pearly whites gotta be on display. Mauricio, when you hear teeth, I know you wasn't expecting it, but
Nah.
we look, guys.
No.
We talking about the man that's a catch. Remember, if he's a catch, these are signs you need to look for. Teeth, Mauricio, jump in there. Let me know what you think.
Well, we always talk about self-improvement. So we talk about the
Mm-hmm.
discipline to go after the things that you want, to change the things that you don't necessarily like, because who doesn't want to be the best version of themselves?
Mm-hmm.
So absolutely, if you're doing that work on yourself, I know T sounds like just a small, trivial thing,
But
but
it's
it's
not.
true. You wake
Mm-hmm.
up in the morning, what do you got to do? You got to brush your teeth. You got to, floss, put the mouthwash. You got to have the routine. If you don't have the routine in place, how do you expect to have a good dynamic with someone else?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that's my take.
Gotta be teeth, guys. Rhonda, jump in there. As the lady on the podcast, the woman on the podcast, what do you think when you hear me say teeth?
No, I think it's a good direction that you're going in. If you're going this direction, because like just the other week you were saying how you had to look at a woman from the bottom up. Maybe you got to look at a
Yes.
man from the top down. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, but yeah, you like to see a nice smile. You like to see something, you know. Yeah, hygiene, like taking care of yourself is huge. Like I ain't saying you got to go to the doctor, but you got to go to the doctor. It's just what it
Look,
is.
look, let me tell y'all this though. Let me tell y'all why I say this about teeth, right? Go in the any store, and there's a whole aisle gonna be dedicated to dental hygiene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Go in any store. And if a man is not spending time on that aisle, if a man don't have more than 4 products on that in that bathroom cabinet dedicated to dental hygiene, guys, there's a problem. Why? If he's a catch, he's in front of other people. And what happens is this: your teeth gonna determine if somebody listening to that man or not. And remember, guys, all of these things I'm gonna give you don't require a conversation with them. These are just things that you can visualize. Because see, you once you get these 5 things, then I'm gonna have you launch your bait. See, you don't go look for fish. You don't go drop your line until all the symptoms are there that there's fish down below. Okay, so number one, and a lot of people go like, man, Jeff is crazy. Teeth. If those teeth are perfect and those teeth are white and there's attempts made to keep them straight, telling you that's the first sign he a catch. Let's go to let's go to the second clue. And obviously I ain't a catch tonight, but grooming. Does he keep his hair and beard and nails clean? Grooming shows you how he respects himself and the people around him. A man who pays attention to detail in his appearance when it relates to grooming pays attention to relationships too. Now, here's the deal, guys. How often do you see him going to his barber, and is it on a schedule? Mauricio, I'm coming to you, bruh. When you hear grooming, what do you think?
Well, that ties into the whole self improvement thing. But let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you, I've seen so many girls that say that the man walks by has dirt in his nails, and they're like, hell no, I would never,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a projected image. The girls that are looking up to these celebrities, they have
Mm-hmm.
stylists, they have groomers, they have barbers that
Mm-hmm.
keep them looking good 24/7.
Yes.
So you would want, even if it's not at that level, if we're looking for men that are just cash, even that are operating at I guess, a lower level in comparison to what the public media is showing, you still want to have everything in order
Yeah.
because we don't. And also for a guy too, I mean, how can you be your most confident self if you don't like the image you see in the mirror?
Nice. Good point. Rhonda, jump in there. Let me know what you think about grooming as far as going to the barber and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead.
No, look, you definitely have to keep all that together. You know, with your nails and things. I know I have friends of mine. They do. They go get their manis and petties and make sure they got their skincare routine going on and stuff. And they're heterosexual men. However, however, I think it's funny that women won't date someone with dirty nails when they'll play with somebody booty hole. But that's just my personal opinion.
What? Well, hold on.
Back to you,
Hold on.
JB. We just gonna leave it there. Back to you, JB.
Don't throw it back to me. Don't throw it back to me. Are you gonna throw it back to me?
So no, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with hard work if that's what that person wants to do. But you can still like, yeah, keep your stuff together. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But you can keep your stuff together.
Well, but let me tell you guys. Let me tell you guys this. Let me tell you guys this. All these things guys can do, and they don't have to have a lot of money. Everything I'm giving y'all tonight, they don't have to have a lot of money to do it. These are things that prioritize that the man is going somewhere or the man has already arrived. And that's one of the things, guys. What happens when a person goes to the next level? They change things about their personal appearance. And that's why, guys, look, I ain't even gonna put up the communication pie chart right now, but 55% of what you communicate is visual before you even open your mouth. So why I said teeth was if that person is locked in on you because you properly groom, and y'all got to understand, I ain't shaved today. I should have shaved today, but a little bit rough yesterday and today. But I'm typically, I see you, Mauricio. Yeah, I like, look, I
Yeah,
kind of
I did
relax
it.
on the podcast, but if
I
you see your
relaxed
boy
too.
suited and booted, if you see your boy suited and booted now, I'm telling you
Mm-hmm.
right now, it's gonna be on now. I ain't the finest dude in the room, but I ain't the ugliest one either. But you gonna want to know who I am. You're gonna want to know who I am. And the reason why I put that up there, guys, is this: maintenance does not require work, but maintenance does require attention. See, because if I can go to the barber, all these things are learning how to be served and learning, just having a routine that the person you're with is going to be able to depend on. So that's what I wanted you guys to see about grooming. And we're gonna get through these fast because y'all know we got to come over TikTok so I can turn Mauricio around the loose. I keep telling y'all that.
Mm-hmm.
So we got teeth, and now we got grooming. And y'all got to
Mm-hmm.
understand, it don't matter if you got a tight haircut and a shaved beard if your teeth jacked up. All these things stacking. All these things stacking, okay? Because women gonna notice every detail. Y'all gotta understand, fellas, you are catch, but she noticing everything that's wrong versus celebrating what's right. Okay? So you might have all 5 of these traits, but you 5'6".
Well, she got to have something to tell her girls.
You
She
5'6".
got to have something to tell her girls.
Yeah,
That ain't
a
it.
woman can never give you a perfect report, fellas. So these 5. Now y'all know I gotta go to clue number 3. Y'all know I gotta go to clue number 3. And I need y'all to really understand where I'm going with this thing. The third clue is aroma. And no, I'm not talking about drowning in cologne. I mean natural cleanliness. A man who smells fresh and clean without
Mm.
needing a bottle of cologne is telling you he values discipline in the small things. Ladies, what I'm trying to tell y'all is pay attention to what body wash and what deodorant the man uses. Aroma. We're not talking about somebody who deceiving you with cologne. And I'm not anti-cologne. But what you want to let me tell y'all something about successful men when they walk in the room. The cologne does not beat him to you. You smell it after he walked by, not before he get there. Mauricio, when you hear aroma, tell me what you're thinking.
Well, cologne fades. Cologne is only meant to last 5, maybe 6 hours. Your natural scent, the things that you do, whether that's, with the proper hygiene and,
Yeah.
using the body wash and getting everything, you're really digging deep. You can't be going around and your armpits are smelling and people can sense that. So people, people will avoid you actually if you don't smell well. So
Mm-hmm.
it's better that you smell well. The cologne fades. You can't, no matter if you smell bad, cologne won't hide that. It will just make it like a tornado
Yes.
aroma. So you don't want that.
Yes. Yes.
So
Okay.
it's better to just take the time, invest into that because it is a very crucial thing. I mean, man, the women around me, they just shit talk all day about different guys. So I know, I have firsthand experience.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good answer. Appreciate that feedback. Rhonda, jump in there. Let us know what you think.
Well, I agree with you, because the first thing I thought about was you definitely want your body to just be clean. That's your natural, with the pheromones or
Yes.
whatever they call it, your chemistry of
Yes.
your body. But can we please make sure y'all using some good detergent? Like just
You put my laundry detergent?
laundry, make sure your clothes smell good. Like just make sure all of that. Like you can't be smelling like a gym rat or something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like make sure that you didn't leave your clothes in the washing machine too long and now you don't throw them in the
Mm,
dryer and they don't.
mm.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Dang.
saying.
Y'all see, I told y'all fellas. I told y'all women go find something wrong. Now you get now she telling you how to you gotta take your clothes out of the wash machine immediately. Take
I
them
mean,
out to
you know,
dry
within a
immediately
good.
using some fabric softener and some fabric softener sheets.
Hey, listen. What else you want? Like you got to have some good
Look,
detergent to go along with your
Rhonda,
clean
I like what
body.
you're saying though. I like what you're saying.
Just something to
Rhonda,
think
look, look,
about.
look,
That's all.
look, look, look. I like what you're saying because all that can go together. from a standpoint that you don't want to be a clean person, but your clothes have not been properly, they were properly cleaned, but you neglected to address them properly when the dryer finished. Because if the dryer finished and they weren't all the way dry, now you left them in there for 3 days, they're gonna stink.
Yeah.
Right? They're gonna smell different. I'm telling you guys how aroma
I'm just
works
saying.
because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I stopped wearing cologne a long time ago. I stopped wearing cologne a long time ago, and I started focusing on aroma. And a lot of guys are not going to understand that aroma is more powerful than cologne any day. If they are drenched in cologne, guys, Mauricio just said it. What are they hiding? I ain't saying
Mm-hmm.
don't wear it, but man, when you got on so much, what are you trying to deceive me with?
Or just put it in the
Same
right
thing with
spot.
perfume on women. And I'm gonna
You
tell
got to
y'all
put it
like
in the
this.
right spot.
So what around? What you say?
You got to put it in the right spot if you're going to use it.
Put what in the right spot?
No. Like seriously, like we have post points, so you want to put it where it's going to be most effective with the smallest amount, I should say. Yeah,
Look
Okay.
that's just what it is. You find,
now.
and you definitely don't want to put it where somebody's going to be kissing. So you put it places, Mauricio. You put it places that people like.
I,
It can still smell pleasant.
I get it. I get it.
Well, let me say this. I'm gonna say this. Y'all, if y'all ever go to Nordstrom's, Neiman's, and you gonna buy some cologne, you go to any place where you're gonna buy some cologne, and buy some cologne where they had a little things to spray on it first so you can smell it. And y'all know what they do? They spray it. They do this thing in the air, right? You know, one of the things I used to do back when I was in the cologne game, I had my juke and my curve and my cool water. See, I'm talking about the old school thing.
Yeah, I
You
Mm-hmm.
never
spray
heard of
it in
any of
the
that.
air. You spray it
Uh-uh.
in the air and walk through it. You spray it in the air and
It's
walk
messed up.
through it. You don't spray it directly on you. Now, back when I was in college and I went to the club, you had to put some right. You had to put some right here, right here, right here, right here.
Mm-hmm.
But then you had to spray your hands. So when you shook her hand, when she left you, she gonna smell her hand. She smelling you all night. That's what the players did back in the day before I got saved, Ron. See,
Oh,
so
please.
one of the things you're gonna realize, guys, one of the things you're gonna realize is aroma versus scent. Your aroma should be a natural aroma that's pleasant. And your aroma is what they smell when you leave, not before you even get there. Don't let your aroma be a turnoff.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, if you smell him before he get there, he's not a catch. If his aroma lingers when he leaves, and you remember it all night, cause guess what, guys? Success has an aroma. Success has an aroma. Deception has a scent. Mauricio, what you think about that statement?
I mean, that's true. That's true. I mean, I've had relationships where we might have split apart, maybe ran into each other, and they're like, "Man, you smell just like you smelled when we were dating," and that's something that that lingers. They're like, "That's that toxic smell. I don't want anything to
My
do with
dog.
it. Get a new
Yeah.
smell." But
My
Have
dog.
mercy.
but that's how it is. That's how it is. So
My dog.
yeah,
Rhonda. Rhonda,
I just
jump
said
in there.
have
Let me know
mercy.
what
I
you
just said have mercy. That's all. That's
let me say this. Let me say this to you guys. Let me tell y'all what I mean by that. I call myself the real cigar Jeff. Do y'all know how many people I can meet? I can come across two people after I've left the lounge in the middle of the day, right? If I leave the lounge in the middle of the day, there's people who will say, "Oh man, where were you smoking at?" Then there's me, "Oh, you must have been smoking already." Y'all see the difference? The number one thing is y'all gonna know some people don't like aromas, they like scents. And when you have an aroma that you've been smoking, women don't understand the aroma of a cigar. This is a natural thing. This is a natural thing, but they didn't got
yeah,
so used to deceptive things that they hate natural smells. They hate natural smells. So I'm telling y'all right now, don't let the scent drive you away from the aroma of a successful man. We're gonna get into number five, guys. We're gonna get into number five. We're gonna get into clue number four. Here we go. Here we go. What he drinks. Pay attention here. Is he sipping with discipline or is he out of control? A man who sips a martini, an old fashioned, or red wine, or even a good tequila, or even club soda, with lime, by the way, shows you he respects moderation. A man who always drinks to get drunk, that's another clue entirely. Guys, this is the reason why every time I do this podcast, I let y'all know what we drinking. I let y'all know what we smoking. Because at the end of the day, Rhonda, what do we call it? Real people having real conversation.
Yeah.
The cigar and the drink is a complementary thing. It's not the actual thing. Because if a man is sipping, he can converse with you easily. But if a man is just trying to get drunk, right? You want to stay away from that man. That man is not a catch. He has to be sipping and he has to know when to stop. Now, y'all know me and Mauricio over there drinking his Ultra. That's what we drink when we at CI. I drink Michelob Ultra too. I had an Ultra before I came on the podcast so I can drink this. Right? Why do it look, guys? Let me tell y'all something about Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra is the beer that, ladies, if you see a man drinking a Michelob Ultra, he golfs.
Toxic. Oh, I'm just
toxic. Yes. But he's a professional while he's toxic. So Mauricio, you're hearing the Rhonda. Sandra just joined TikTok. Sandra, I see you, man. Thanks for coming in. We're gonna get to TikTok here in a little bit. Mauricio, when you hear what I'm talking about with drinking and what a man drinks, remember, guys, dirty martini, old fashioned, bourbon, whiskey, or tequila on the rocks. They gotta be drinking something, and they can't be drinking to get drunk. They're drinking because they are considering expansion. Jump in there, Mauricio. Let me know what you think.
Absolutely. I mean, you could probably relate back to your college days, or when you were 23 again. For me, I mean, for me, I do think what you drink matters. I know, for me, a lot of alcohol. It sounds really bad. Tastes like water to me, but
damn.
but I know what crowd I'm in, and I know what drink to have depending on the crowd. If I'm at some bar, some college bar, maybe I'll have a vodka Red Bull or something.
Yep.
But usually, for me, at least, I like to hang out in the cigar lounges, so I get used to what people drink, and I like to try what they have. So I know when I come to the cigar lounge, or they know, the bartenders know, bring Mabrisa Michelob Ultra, because he's here on business. So there's a difference
Yes.
between business and pleasure. But I do drink in moderation, because I don't want to be out of control trying to.
Yes.
That's when you really let the toxic out. But
Yes.
but for usually when I'm out here, I drink Michelob Ultra, Pellegrino, or Pellegrino with the lime, no ice. I drink an old fashioned. I drink things that I know that the highly successful people also drink, because I am a part of that caliber, and I will fully represent that.
Absolutely. And let me tell y'all this before we get into Rhonda. Let me tell y'all this. A man that's a catch, there's not a whole lot of sugar in their drink. Because they know that excessive sugar is what gives you the headache in the morning, not the alcohol. And you got to be on your stuff the next day. Rhonda, jump in there. Let me know what you think when you hear alcohol.
Dang, so my Bailey's. A man won't be drinking Bailey's.
Well,
Huh?
you're a woman. You're a woman, though.
That's what I said. A man wouldn't be drinking Bailey's. No, I mean, I think the drinks make a difference. Like I hear quite a few of my clients who golf and things like that. They talk about an old fashioned a lot. Like those types of drinks. But I guess I just figured, hey, that's what you do on the golf course. You're not throwing. Well, I guess people do throw back. What are they? Fireballs or whatever they call them.
Oh, yeah, that fireball. That's my birdie juice. That's my birdie juice. But I try to stay away from that. Hopefully, I don't need it. And that's my birdie juice on the golf course. I want to say this.
I think it's good to see someone drink something to see if they do have self-control. And yeah, you would want them to drink something. Like when I was in the ABC store the other day, and the man was like, they had a representative there for Hennessy. He's like, you want to try a shot of Hennessy? I was like, no, I'm scared of that stuff, man. Like I'm not built for Hennessy.
You're going to be doing the huckabuck.
So,
Look,
so it was, so it's something. So I guess it does mean like you do have to have drink etiquette, I guess, wherever you go, depending on your environment, like Mauricio said. So yeah, you don't want somebody, I don't know how people feel about Bud or whatever, the other beers and
here's
stuff.
what I'm saying though, guys. Here, Ron, and I appreciate that feedback. Here's what I'm trying to say to y'all: the man's drink doesn't create conversation and expansion. If a man is getting drunk, or if a man is trying to show you how much he can drink, that's not a catch. What I'm trying to say to you guys is that bottle of alcohol on that shelf don't cause a problem unless it's in the hands of the wrong person. But one of the
But he
things
got to
I've
tear
learned
some stuff
is
up. He got to tear some stuff up later. Tear you up, girl.
he should make tear stuff up anyway.
Hey, what are we running from though? What are we
Yeah,
running
right.
from? Most
What
Right.
are
people
we
that
running
just
from, right?
drink
Yeah.
because they're trying to run from something.
A
A man
drink,
that's a
guys. A
catch
drink
won't
is
try to run.
absolutely a drink is a conversation piece. A drink is a conversation piece, and you got to know different drinks are meant for different conversations. That's what a lot of people don't get. And a man that's a catch knows that. If you see a man that understands that, okay, if you talk to a catch, he gonna tell you, I drink this when I'm here, I drink this when I go here, I drink this over here,
Yeah.
and all of them are gonna be conversation pieces. And they're gonna be sipping drinks. They're not gonna be drinks where you get 10. Now, don't get me wrong. When I go to golf, it's gonna be a 6-pack of Ultra because the cart girl ain't coming around that frequently.
Yeah.
Right? Cart
Oh
girl
my
ain't coming
goodness.
around that frequently. But you're not gonna see me put down a 6-pack of Michelob Ultra at the cigar lounge. I already
Or on
know.
this podcast.
Yes, absolutely. Got look. I had one drink on this podcast. Why? Because we conversing, right? And one of the things I'm trying to get y'all to understand is a man who can control his alcohol, a man who can control whatever quote unquote substance he likes the most is a catch. A man should look. Let me tell you this: if a man does have too much, if a man does have too much of the substance he enjoys, the only thing he should be doing is falling asleep.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he should be doing, falling asleep. If he do anything else, he ain't a catch. And that's why I'm telling y'all, man, look, I don't drink old fashions a lot. I drink my bourbon on the rocks. Okay. I don't drink a whole lot of I love me a dirty martini, but I'm only gonna drink a dirty martini if I'm in a steakhouse. Right? I'm gonna drink tequila on the rocks if I'm in a cigar lounge. And then it's just some of those things that you learn that alcohol should show the best in this person, not the worst in this person. Let me
Yeah.
repeat. Alcohol should show the best in the person, not the worst in the person. That's why I call it the Smoke Something, Drink Something podcast. Because you shouldn't be if you a catch, you shouldn't be trying to get effed up. Ain't
Yeah.
no reason to get effed up if you a catch.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it, man. I'm a catch. So why the hell am I gonna go out here? And let me tell y'all something about drinking. Y'all ever seen anybody get a DUI leaving a golf course?
Where they should. Oh, no.
If you talk to anybody who golfing, they done probably had way more than what they should. Why ain't the cops waiting outside the golf course like they waiting outside the club?
It's a different environment,
Different environment, different
different types of people.
responsibilities, different purposes. Different purposes, guys. And guess what, guys? Just know there ain't one municipality that got enough money to do DUI checkpoints during the day. The DUI checkpoints come when you leaving the drinking areas in your city at night. They ain't never doing no DUI checkpoint coming from a golf course. Jump in there, Ron, and let me know what you think when you hear me say that statement.
Well, I guess that makes sense when you put it like that. I mean, like seriously, they know. Then we get raised, like nothing good goes on after a certain amount of time. Once it gets dark, you can't be out here
Yeah,
doing all kinds of stuff because ain't nothing good
yeah.
out there. But that's the fun part. You want to test that theory out. see,
Look, let me tell y'all this. Let me
see.
tell y'all this. When I tell y'all this, if I had 12 Michelob Ultras on the golf course, alcohol, the only reason people are having alcohol at the golf course is to dial in. You got it. You cannot bring your stresses to the golf course. You cannot bring your stresses to the driving range. If your stress is kicking in on the golf course, you will not hit a good shot. Why do
Yeah.
people drink? Not to get drunk. They're drinking so they can try to dial in and hit the shot. Okay? And so what I'm trying to tell y'all right now, alcohol is to let that woman know that you have complete domination and control over substances. Substances should not have control over you. That's why I sound the same, whether I'd have had 3 or 4 versus if I've had none. Mauricio, finish out this thought before we get to clue number 5.
Hey, so a lot of people in my age bracket, it's true. When I go to the golf course, if I don't have that beer, man, I'm gonna be swinging
Yeah.
and missing. I'm gonna be swinging and missing because I got too much in my head. So I had
Yep.
to kind of let loose. But a lot of people in my age bracket, they drink a lot, but it's to get confidence to then go approach women who could
Yes.
care less about them anyway. So it's something that you kind of have to factor in. It's something definitely a lot of people have to learn to grow. Keep it in moderation.
Yeah.
And the golf course, I mean, I have yeah, I hit the golf range and I know I drink there and then man, my best swings come from when I let loose. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
and
Because
I
guys,
don't need
we are bound up so tight with the things of life that we don't understand. We've been taught to manage problems, not to overcome them. So when I see what a person drinks, that lets me know if he's an overcomer or if he's a manager. Ladies, he's a catch if he's an overcomer. I ain't trying to manage my situations. I ain't trying to just kind of nah, guys, look, I'm down here in Florida. I'm down here in Florida. If it's an issue, we address it. I don't manage it. Right? If I can't manage it, I remove it.
yeah,
Right? If I can't overcome it, I remove it. And that's the difference that I want y'all to see. And by the way, guys, for everything you don't like, if you looking at a man and you say, I don't want him to drink, well, you don't know if that's a part of what his day-to-day operation is. If you say, I don't want him to smoke because I don't like cigar. No, you like what you don't understand. You don't like what you don't understand. If nobody taught you properly, go to some of the nicest houses from the Victorian era. Go to Asheville to the Biltmore State. Go to any of these nice houses that the wealthy oligarchs had back in the day. What was in every house? Alcohol, wine, all that stuff. Why? Because they dominated it. It didn't dominate them. And that's why if I smoke a cigar at 10 o'clock with some coffee, just know, especially when it's one of my employees, if you see me drinking coffee and smoking one of these in the morning, you need to be happy because somebody about to make a lot of money. When I pick up one of these, it's because I'm figuring out how to make more money. It's not because I'm trying to escape my problem. This thing helps me dial in. This thing helps me dial in. That's why it knows its purpose in my life. That's why I love when I walk in there. Remember, the liquor doesn't get the DUI. The person who drink the liquor get the DUI. The
yeah,
state know it ain't no problem with the liquor. That's why they license it. The problem is with people who don't qualify to consume it. We're gonna get into this. I'm telling you, Ron. I'm telling you, we're gonna get into this thing because I got clue number 5 coming up.
Yes.
I got clue number 5 coming up. Cause Ron, the Sandro on TikTok. We got to get to TikTok once we finish with YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. I don't want Sandra to leave. So I got to finish this thing up quick. The 5th clue, guys. The fifth clue. His morning routine. When does he work out? If he's up before the sun, taking control of his schedule instead of reacting to life, that's discipline. That's a man who builds his life on order, not chaos. When a man leads his day, he's more likely to lead a relationship with vision. Do y'all remember? Mauricio won't remember this, Rhonda, but we're old enough to remember it, right? Here's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. There used to be a commercial when they tried to recruit you to the military. We do more before 8 a.m. than most people do all day.
Yeah.
We do more before 8 a.m. before most people do all day. Now, guys, what a man does while everybody else is asleep, that will let you know if he's a catch. Let me tell y'all something when I get him go to the gym at 5:30. Ain't nobody in there going live on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok. Ain't nobody in there, right? Everybody in there, they got to get in and get out because they control their day. You cannot work out at the end of the day because now you're working out reactively instead of working out proactively. Rhonda, I'm coming to you first, then Mauricio, I'm coming to you. Tell me what you think about when I say he's a catch. If the gym open at 5, he's in there before 7. Because after 7 is when all the chaos come in. Jump in there, Ron. Let me know what you think.
Well, look, you know I'm a proponent of working out. Everybody should get some type of activity in some
Mm-hmm.
form of fashion. No, like I'm a morning workout person, so I get it because it's just It does. It clears your mind for the day. It sets the tone for your day. So if somebody's in there super early, being focused. And like you said, because social media is everywhere. Sometimes, man, does everything have to be recorded? Can you just enjoy
Yes.
where you are, be
Yeah.
present where you are? And so that says a lot about someone who could go there that early. Now, I don't get in there that early, but to get there that early in the morning and be focused enough to, hey, like I could really get this 30-minute workout in, 45-minute, hour,
Yep.
whatever we gonna do. Um, and get going. Let's continue on with our day. Ain't nothing wrong with discipline and consistency. I'm here for all them green flags all day long.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, guys. Y'all got to understand how this thing work, man. I can order an Amazon package right now. That thing gonna say, "Do you want it between 4 and 8 tomorrow morning?" Yes.
Yes.
You bring it to me. Give it to me. Right? Give it to me so I can get it for it.
Well,
I
and
don't
those
need to
people are
ask
focused,
nobody
right?
else.
They don't have
If
time. Them people, the
they
drivers
ain't got time,
themselves at that
guys.
time, they
If
focus.
guys,
They gon'
if
yeah.
you ain't waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning, you ain't a catch. You are not a
Mm,
catch. You the earlier you wake up determines if you a catch. Mauricio, jump in there. Let me know what you think.
mm,
Well, waking up early to go to the gym, for anything with the morning routine, sets the intention for the day. That's
mm-hmm,
all about grabbing those small wins. Everything is tying back to discipline. And I've experienced it. I've done times where I, didn't wake up early and I just kind of woke up and I move sluggish throughout the day. Whereas versus I wake up at 5 in the morning, hit the workout, then I can produce some content. Then I already know, okay, I had to be at this place by 8:30. I'm already in that mode that,
Yes.
okay, I already got my small
Yes.
wins out the way. I can keep winning. I'm ready to face whatever challenges life throws my way.
Yes.
So it's absolutely crucial. You go out, if you try to half-ass, whatever it is that you're doing throughout your day, it's just, it will never work. You'll be sluggish. You won't have that confidence because you let the morning dictate you instead of dictating your morning to then
mm-hmm.
conquer the day.
Exactly. And that's what I want y'all to see. I got to go work out before this cortisol and all these other hormones try to kick in and ruin me to take away all my gains. The traps don't come easy. The traps don't come easy, run.
Mm-hmm. Sandra, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. She just asked me what I'm gonna do with him.
Hey, look,
Sandra, I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna give him to y'all because y'all can have him.
right? Look, see y'all. This is why we coming to TikTok after.
I'm
Cause see,
just here. I'm just
I
here.
can't act up on YouTube, Facebook, and
Mm-hmm.
Twitch, right? We got to come
Mm-hmm.
to TikTok. We coming to y'all because this is my bonus clue. This is my bonus clue. Because Mauricio and Rhonda, I appreciate y'all feedback right there. This is the bonus clue. He flies alone. It sounds small, but it says a lot. A man who can travel alone, handle business solo, and stay grounded without needing a whole entourage is secure. And remember, guys, what Cardi B has to understand, because we started off talking about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs and the divorce with Offset. High paid does not mean high value.
Yep.
Don't confuse money with maturity. Don't confuse money with maturity. Guys, if he's a catch, 90% of the time, he's alone. The other 10% is spent with other people. But if he's a catch, he flies alone. Eagles, you ain't gonna ever see a flock of eagles flying in the sky. They fly in their own space. Now the chickens, they clucking together. The chickens clucking together, right? Y'all know if y'all follow my channel on YouTube, I got my little bird feed out there that I like to watch while I smoke. And y'all should see all the ground doves that travel in packs and the grackles that travel in packs. But then all of a sudden, if I have a cardinal land up and that thing bright red and just sitting there by itself, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I got to see that bird." Guys, always know the catch is somebody who operates in their uniqueness and they soar when they meet other people in uniqueness because iron sharpens iron. Mauricio, I'm coming to you. Ron, I'm coming to you. After Mauricio, what do you think about the man who flies alone and high paid does not mean necessarily high value? Jump in and let me know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I've never gone. I think most of my experiences, I've done it alone, traveling, coming to cigar lounge to meet people. It's all been alone because you can't really grow when you're comfortable. You hang around the same people, you stay in those same environments, you kind of get comfortable, you kind of lay back. When you're
Mm-hmm.
alone, it forces you to grow. whatever environment, whatever situation I'm in, I can handle it because I've been here a million times before.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Jeff taught me that, I want to say a couple years ago, that eagles fly alone. It's something that stuck with me from, then till now. And I know anywhere I go, whatever problem it is, I can overcome it because I've done it a million times before.
Yep. Yep. And let me tell y'all this. Let me tell y'all this about your man has to identify as an eagle. Your man has to identify as an eagle. Why? If you shoot a chicken, if you kill a chicken, we fry it up and put some biscuits on the side. But if you shoot an eagle, that's a federal offense. you, you going to jail if you mess with an eagle. And you'll never see no eagle in a cage. They gotta let him fly free. You can't box him in. Jump in there, Ron, and let me know what you think.
But I think that's where the confusion comes in, though, when men present themselves with a lot of money. That
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we as women can automatically categorize them as being high value as well, right? And that's why you see so many lottery winners not being like long term money because their mindset is in the right spot to handle that type of money. And so,
Mm-hmm.
so no, I agree with that statement. Just because you have money don't mean you smart. Maybe you were just in the right place at the right time, and it's only going to last for a short amount of time. But enough
Yep.
for you to have a few babies by them, and bam, there you go.
And,
So,
and let me say this, Ron. Let me say
mm,
this. I'm glad Ronnie got into the high paid don't mean high value because I'm gonna say this to you guys as we get ready
Yeah.
to wrap this up and go over to TikTok. Have y'all ever seen what happens with these professional athletes? Even the owners don't trust them. The owners don't see them as high value. They're high paid, but have y'all ever look, guys? If y'all ever rock with me and you come to a hotel where the players stay, like normally when I go to an NFL game or NBA game, I'm gonna stay where the players stay. Do y'all know they got them like little sheep? Go here, go. They ain't free to roam. How is it that I'm free to roam though? But they are telling they're being told which room to go to, what time to get down to the meeting rooms for our position meetings. Go watch what happens with these boys. They're being told what to do like sheep. And you got a lot of guys trying to emulate the guy who plays on the team versus emulating the guy who owns the team. I don't root for the Dallas Cowboys because I like Dak Prescott and Stefon Diggs. I root for the Dallas Cowboys because I like Jerry Jones.
for
Do
what?
y'all see when he fly his helicopter over all of us when he
Oh,
fly
that
into
part.
that stadium?
That part. Oh, okay.
Like, dude, I want to be the guy who's writing the check for the guy that's showing up on the court. I don't want to. Look, I choose what team I'm gonna root for based on the owner, not the players. Y'all notice they got fantasy drafts for the players. Why don't they have one for the owners?
Because
Because the
Jerry
owners
Jones
are
will
high
never be
value,
it.
and
Oh,
you can't mimic high value, but you can mimic high paid.
Yeah.
You can't mimic high value, but you can mimic high paid. Because I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm gonna let Mauricio jump in there real fast. You got your hand up?
No, no, no. Just
Oh, my,
smoke it. Yeah. But
my
but you
bad.
can't you can't you can't mimic it. I mean, there's certain principles that you have to live by. Some people are like, as a kid they think, oh, I want to be a professional athlete. The professional athlete is being told what to do. It's like
You ain't
having a
told what to
teacher
do.
24/7. You
And
can
what
show
happens
them.
when they retire? What happens when they retire? They don't know what to do.
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
If they've been told what to do, man, it's like sheep with a shepherd. It's like
mm,
sheep with a shepherd, guys. If you and look, this ain't a knock on professional athletes, but what we're trying to say is high paid does not mean high value. High paid does not mean high value. Now, look, guys, we got to wrap this thing up so we can get over to TikTok. I'm almost there. Y'all run them likes up over on TikTok as we get ready to close this thing out. Run them likes up, man. We at least got to get to 1,000 likes. We ain't number that 70, Mauricio. We slipping
That
tonight.
yeah, we
All right.
are.
So let's bring it back, guys. Cardi B's situation might be messy, but it's also a mirror. How many of us have ignored the signs and ended up in the same story twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times? These five clues. These five clues. Hold on, guys. TikTok got to make me verify again. Hold on. These five clues: teeth, grooming, aroma, what he drinks and how he drinks, and his morning discipline, plus the bonus plus the bonus give you the tools to see deeper than charm or money, because charm and money are deceptive tactics. If you're watching this, man, Let me know in the comments which one of these clues matter the most to you. Man, thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. Remember, love should feel safe, not confusing. I got to thank my panel, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, TikTok. We coming over to y'all right now. Give us a second. We closing this thing out. Mauricio, let them know where to find you on the socials.
You can find me at Mauricio on TikTok, the AI operators on all platforms. And man, like you said, don't confuse highly paid with high value. Look for the values underneath that. Look at the discipline. Look at everything else. Because if someone else is being told what to do, they're gonna try to tell you what to do. And that caliber of man is not something you want to be with.
Appreciate you being on, Doc. He coming over to TikTok. We gonna unleash him. We gonna unleash him. Rhonda, let them know where they can find you on the socials.
On Instagram at RNB LMBT and whatever the thing is saying over here on TikTok, whatever that name says, y'all can find me there. Yeah. My takeaway is, ladies, don't be fooled by these men because they still supposed to lead. So let them lead. But as soon as they show you a red flag, get your hind parts, yes, up out of there. Back to you, JB.
Hell no. Hell no. Man, I appreciate y'all rocking. Of course, I'm the Real Cigar Jeff. Y'all do me a favor, get down in the description, support the channel, get the merch, pick up a copy of my book, Ashes Between Us. Y'all don't want to miss it. I really pour out my heart and soul about what I see happening in the cigar lounge. It's available on the Amazon Kindle. Follow me on all the socials, man. Get down in the comments. Let us know what you think, man. And until next time, guys, we gonna holler.
Hot beat, smoke it, drink it down. With your boys, it got Jeff around. Feel the vibe, we're set to roll. Let's play, let's lose control. Sip a drink and smoke will swirl. Join the convo around the world. Relationships we dissect slow. Current events, we let them flow.
All right,